If you think it's hip to be in a gang, listen up. I got into a gang at the age of 13. At 21, I was in and out of prison for the next 17 years. I got shot 13 times. Now I'm 44, and I'm here to tell you, the drugs, the money, the sex, it's all there, waiting for you. First you have to ask yourself, are you willing to give up half your life or more to be in a gang?
Welcome back to Eye on the Islands. I'm Sarah Lazama, and I'm talking today with my guest, Lisa Hamilton, President of the Hotel and Tourism Association. And thank you for joining us, Lisa. We're happy to have you. And I understand that the Hotel and Tourism Association is very heavily involved in education and training of those who are in our hospitality industry to make sure that we are catering to our visitors. Tell me about the things that you all are doing.
Okay, well, education and training is critical to us, obviously, and it's twofold. It is, the initiative is to develop the existing employees that we have in our industry to help grow them within the industry. The ultimate goal would be to have general managers of Caribbean descent, hopefully Virgin Islands descent, running all the hotels would be the ultimate goal. That's obviously long term. And then the other is to develop the youth on the island that are interested in going into our industry, again, so that we can long-term and sustain. You know, a lot of the corporate hotels often will get grief for bringing in managers from the States, and unfortunately on island we have not been developing the local talent and the skill set to be able to have them take on those jobs, and we would very much like to do that. So if I may, one of the main initiatives that we're really excited about is the University of the Virgin Islands. Through President David Hall, who came on board just last year, he came to talk to the association and said, I wonder why there's not a 4-year hotel management degree program in the islands. And we said, oh, let me count the ways.
Because it makes perfect sense.
It does. And it had been tried in the past in a shorter term, and it failed. And we analyzed all of that, and through his perseverance and a lot of work from both public and private sector, and again, the Department of Tourism putting some skin in the game, we're moving forward. We've hired somebody to run the program, and starting in the fall of this year on both campuses, St. Thomas and St. Croix, there will be a 4-year management degree for a hotel and tourism manager, and it will sit under the business program, and we're very excited about that.
That's fantastic. So are you all pushing in the schools and the high schools at all and making kids aware that there is this degree program that will be available to them now?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we're doing. We're doing a huge PR push. You'll hear in the next 30 days, you'll be hearing us on the radio in St. Croix for their Richard Patrick Henry Scholarship, where they have over $40,000 this year to be able to allocate out to those that are deserving and qualified. And here in St. Thomas, it's the same thing. We've got about $15,000 that we're working with, and we're hitting the radios and airwaves. And last month, we already proactively meet with the guidance counselors for all of the public high schools and some of the private schools and make sure that they have all that information in their hands. And that happened 30 days ago. Right now, it's more of a PR campaign to let the rest of the people know. For instance, in St. Croix, it's not just somebody graduating from high school. It can be an adult wanting to go back and learn and educate. As long as it's in the hospitality field, we're providing scholarships for it.
And so what areas within hospitality will the program touch on?
Well, the program that's at the University of the Virgin Islands is going to be focusing on hotel management, tourism management. So when the person graduates, and there are intricate internships interwoven into those where they have to spend time working in the business sector and getting a real feel for what it's like. And we do that sophomore year early enough, so if all of a sudden they decide, geez, I thought I wanted to do that, but realized, you know, it's not for me, that there's still an opportunity for them to shift gears. But it is focused so that when they graduate, they will be able to go in and be a manager, whether it's a front desk manager, in the finance arena, in the food and beverage arena. We want to be able to have that management skill. And then the long-term goal of that program is to offer certifications, specializations for somebody who may not want a 4-year degree, and actually even get to offering also a 2-year degree. Maybe somebody wants an associate's degree in something, an area of specialty. So we're starting off now. Stage 1 is, of course, getting this launched, and then we look forward to more and more phases. But it is critical that we try to get the buy-in in our industry to the kids. I think there's a misunderstanding out there that our industry, you know, you go into the hotel industry and you might be a housekeeper or you know, a dishwasher, and those are vital roles for us. But many of the executive committee positions at hotels are 6-figure incomes. They're good jobs, and you get to travel around the world, and they train you, especially with a lot of these chains. So we want to get that word out and show that there's a lot of opportunity for the local kids if they want to come into our wonderful industry.
Well, it's a great way to give back to the community, and I understand that your association does a lot of that.
We do. We do. There's a lot of giving back as much as we can. We align ourselves with the Boys and Girls Club of the Virgin Islands. We have the Oswald Harris Court Club. Right now it's the only one in St. Thomas. We have 2 in St. Croix, Frederiksted and Christiansted. We'd like to have one actually in every one of the housing communities. We've got 45 kids there, and our members volunteer and go during power hour, 3:45 to 4:45, Monday through Friday. These kids need help with their homework, and they go and they assist the kids. And we've been successful in this past year taking kids who weren't at reading level above reading level. So it's baby steps, but yeah, we try to get involved in many different angles. And the latest initiative, My Brother's Workshop, is one that is new to us, but we're really trying to help promote, because it's a vocational development of kids who have dropped out, you know, young men, to be able to, you know, teach them skills, whether it's contracting, plumbing, electric, but some skill that they can move forward with.
Where can people go, maybe parents who are watching at home, or even teenagers who are thinking, wow, I'd like a job in hospitality or in a hotel
Come
setting.
see me. Let me make it easy right now. Our offices are 774-6835. We are housed here in St. Thomas, but again, we represent all the islands, and if anybody is interested in getting into our industry, please come see me. You know, we'll work on getting the resume together, applying with the hotels. Many of the hotels often have openings year-round. In many different areas. You'd be surprised, so just go on in and check. Sometimes they're looking for part-time people. Really all it takes is a good attitude. That's really what we're looking for, is skill set, is somebody who's got a friendly attitude, likes people, likes taking care of people, and the rest we can teach it, because it's not rocket science.
I know attitude is something that the Department of Tourism pushes a lot, and that tourism is kind of belongs to all of us, and it's something that is all of our responsibility.
It's a fantastic campaign they have going, and it's important. Critical, because you didn't see a lot of that in the past. I don't think you saw a lot of awareness to it. And when you see something like, you know, the average cost for a family of 4 to vacation is $5,000, you start putting those numbers out to the people who may not understand our industry, I think it has more meaning for them, and they can see how it trickles down and affects everybody. It is all of us.
You mentioned career development initiatives in the area of hotel management, but what about the culinary arts? Because we know that food is a big part of vacation.
Absolutely, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we have the USVI culinary team, and it's composed of chefs from each of the islands. They compete each year to be a part of the team, and each year we go to the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association's Taste of the Caribbean, which has all of the Caribbean islands competing for the top team of all the Caribbean islands. And there's a lot of, you know, notoriety to winning, and everybody takes it from a PR standpoint and says, we've got the best chefs on the island. And last year our team was successful in winning the best. The bartenders also compete, and the pastry chef competes, and our bartender actually won best vodka drink out of all of the Caribbean, and our pastry chef won best use of chocolate dessert, and our team overall came in with silver. And they've been working very hard. They meet monthly and practice and train. What happens is they come to this event and they're given a mystery basket, and they're given 4 hours, and they have to turn this mystery basket into a 3-course meal, write up the menu, and serve it within a 4-hour time frame. So it's very exciting, and they've been practicing really hard, and along with it we always bring a couple of students. We bring a student from Charlotte Amalie High School's culinary lab, and we bring one from the St. Croix Complex culinary lab, and it allows these students to train with the chefs. They travel with us to go there. This year we're in Miami. It's It's June 22nd to the 26th, and this year they're actually partnering with some of the food networks, actually going for the Food Network, but they haven't confirmed them yet, but they're partnering with them, so hopefully it'll be televised out of Miami. And again, like I said before, there's always sponsorship opportunities available, because we do obviously have to raise the money to send the team, but it's really a great exposure for all the team members.
Well, it's a great way to showcase our innovative and creative side as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I understand that you also have a recognition event every year.
We do. The Tommy Star Awards this year is our 10th year, so it's a big year for us. We honor in 9 different categories, you know, Hotel Associate of the Year, Hotel Supervisor of the Year, Taxi Operator, Government Worker, 9 different categories, so we cover Retail Associate, Activities and Attraction, Taxi Drivers, and we take nominations from the public, and it's a panel of judges that are made up of the different government organizations, and they determine, it's not the Hotel Association or any of my members determine who the winners are, and we recognize them, and it's sort of the Academy Awards of our industry. It's black tie, very formal, and they actually win a gorgeous Lalique Award to show appreciation, to say thank you and give back, and I think it's really important to recognize those who work all year to make us what we are.
Well, we thank you for joining us and for all that you do to make sure that the Virgin Islands remains on the map as a premier destination.
And thank you for having us. We really appreciate the time you've given us today, Sarah.
Thank you. And that's it for this edition of Eye on the Islands.